Hey guys, Scotty Scooter here again with another GM commentary. Just picking up where I left off last time with this trade from Vancouver, sending Jokinen to them for Gauntz. I did end up taking this trade, but I went and looked to see what other prospects they had, and I know Shinkruk and the other guy, Rutanen, would be too high for us. So I looked at McCann, Gauntz, and Jensen. Gauntz is really good, 20 years old, could be a top 6, maybe elite if he plays right, I don't know. In the other GMs I've done, if you play the players where they're supposed to be and they do good, then they go up a potential level. This McCann guy is good too, but not quite as good as Gauntz, I don't think. Gauntz is more even along the boards. And then I really wanted Jensen, but they weren't willing to give him up because Jensen's skating so good and he could be ready to play on our team right away, like next year or something. But I would try to get him, but they wouldn't give him because he wasn't matching the trade block. I wasn't worried about getting rid of Jokinen because we already have Derek Roy in the minor, or not in the minors, just scratched right now. So I think trading him for a prospect was a good move because our team isn't really, we're borderline right now, and I don't see us getting any better right away. I'm just going to make sure Gauntz isn't playing on our team and he's in the minors because I don't want his growth to be stunted. Because in my other GM, my practice GM mode, I had Shinkruk playing a place he shouldn't have, and his potential dropped down to like from elite to like a top 9 forward, so I don't want that to happen. This year I'm going to focus on scouting forwards in Canada because Canada usually has the best prospects, and our forwards in Nashville just aren't really that great, and we don't have very many prospects, so I'm just going to try to load up on some forward prospects. There's a couple wins, almost back to 500. Oh, the thrower trade again. No, I'm not. Wait, Bork, Volchenkov, Volchenkov, oh, sorry about that, and Clooney, a 4th liner. Seems like a pretty good trade, but right now I'm just going to hold up a little bit. It's too early, and thrower isn't someone I'd want with his right hand. I've still been thinking about that Tenardi guy. Seems like he's already really good at his defensive categories. He's 6'6", and he would definitely complement like Ryan Ellis next year and just play on the bottom pair right now. But his trade value is a bit high, and they don't want to give him up, so I could wait to see if another team would give up a prospect sooner than Montreal give him up. I'm just looking at their depth players right now in case we do make the trade later, to see if I'd be able to pick up like Weiss or something just to fill that third line gap if we trade away that Bort guy. And it doesn't really seem like they have too many great depth players that could play third line, so I don't know, maybe we should try a different team, or just, I don't know, throw away the season or something. I don't know. We'll wait before we say that. We'll wait a couple more months. I like how in this game the computer actually offers you trades. In the past games, computers would never offer you any trades and you just have to do it yourself. But something I don't like is at the trade block, you can't just enter something in and then scan all the players that match that block. You have to actually go and look at every individual player. Here's a pick, Gosted, and a second for a first. No, not yet. Gosted's worth a little more than that, I think, especially since I'm throwing in that second round. I do want to pick up another first rounder, but I'd like to keep Gosted. Okay, about 500 here. Yep, 500, that's good. We definitely won't make playoffs in our division with this record though, so might look to making some moves soon. Roy and Volchenkov would be the guys that we would want to trade for a prospect to play on that third pair, but right now I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit longer. Let's see how we do. We're beating all these good teams like Chicago, Colorado, and then we're losing to teams like Phoenix and Calgary, so maybe if we made playoffs we'd make a push. I don't know. San Jose loss. Yeah, win to Boston, so we can win to good teams but lose to bad teams. I'm gonna go ahead and scout some goalies now, take over for Rene. The most goalie prospects were in the WHL, so I went there. And I'm gonna just see how we're doing against the other teams in our division. There's 2 losses again. Okay, I'll take a look. Okay, so us, the Blues, and Stars are all like a point within each other. So we're all not looking good. And player stats. James Neal, 14 goals in 33 games, that's good. 22 points, I'm happy with that with the line he's playing with. Fisher's doing actually pretty good, playing with Neal. Ellis, really good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Weber doing good. Derek Roy, 23 games played, 13 points on the 4th line. Holy, it's crazy. Maybe I should keep him. I don't know. Our last defensive pair, Bartley, and who was it again? Oh yeah, Volchenkov. Got a pretty big minus, the biggest minus on our team, so maybe getting someone else in there would be a good change of pace. There was one person I was looking at before, Jamie Alexiak, the defenseman. He's 6'7", defensive defenseman. And he looks like he could be a really good player in the future. Either him or the other guy from Montreal is who I'd want. So I'm just going to take a look at the guy from Montreal, Tenardi, and see how they compare. They both have like the same amount of points and the same plus minus. Tenardi's a bit better right now and he has the high potential. A little shorter, better defensive skills. So I don't know, I think Tenardi might be the better call, but you guys let me know what you think down in the comments and I'll do my best to follow that. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you watch the next vid.